sometimes through the course of this Niger coup and the aftermath of it thereof, I don't understand where ECOWAS stands seem to be. On one hand, they are talking tough military, sending military force. On the other hand, they are also talking about sending the Islamic clerics to continue to negotiate with the junta. Now, these guys are saying this man was corrupt. He did things he's not supposed to do, which goes contrary to democratic processes. And if we allow him to continue with that, he's going to ruin what is left of this country. So we took over power. Now, ECOWAS is not even talking about, can we have a conversation? What exactly did this man do? Let's put it on the table. You want this man back. They are telling you no, because he is corrupt. He did A, B, C, D. ECOWAS is not saying, what are the things he did? Can we talk about it? How? Because this military, they are Nigerians. They are not outside of Niger. So they are saying, because the economic impact of whatever the president was doing affects them, just like we talk about in Nigeria. They are not aliens who just took over Niger. So nobody is talking about what led to the issue. What we are talking about every time is, we must reinstate Bazoum. These guys are saying no. That is not how it's going to happen. If you force us, we'll take him off. In all of this now, do you think that sending back the Islamic leaders without actually addressing the core issue here is going to make any sense whatever?
What ECOWAS is actually looking at is democracy. Just like what many other world leaders are looking at. Whether the government was very corrupt or not, nobody is talking about that. And at this stage, talking about the corruption or what the former president did, I don't think that will yield any result.
Okay.
The focus now is restoring democratic process back in Niger. That's the focus
is
of
saying
ECOWAS.
They want Bazoum back.
Yes.
Not just restoring democratic process. They want them to reinstate the same man that these people said, no, we disagree with what he did and how he was leading the people. We have to step in to protect our country. ECOWAS is not talking about, okay, can we have return the democracy? It doesn't have to be him. Release him, let him go, like a lot of people have suggested. ECOWAS is not even talking about. ECOWAS is saying
the same person should come.
They want the same person. So how is this going to bring about peace in Niger in any way?
It's not going to be easy. It won't be easy for ECOWAS. I think ECOWAS for now is confused. Initially, they gave an ultimatum of 7 days. That within 7 days, if it's not brought back, they'll use a military action and so on. But I think they are also being careful. They are trying to play safe because any option they take will eventually not give peace in Niger. If they resort to military action, it's not going to be an easy fight for them. They are going to spend money, lives will be wasted, a lot of resources will go into it. And even taking that option, you don't know the powers that are behind the Niger also. They have their own friends. They have their own other countries. They also come and support Niger to fight ECOWAS. There's something that is very dicey. I believe that's why ECOWAS is even trying to play safe. And sending all these peacekeeping force or whatever to Niger also will not yield a result. So at this stage, what ECOWAS should be looking at is actually dialogue, going into dialogue with the military junta to make sure that everything is resolved without the use of force or war. Because if it eventually leads to war, it's not going to benefit ECOWAS, it's not going to benefit the Nigerians. But looking at the situation on ground there also, you will notice that even the citizens there are happy with the military that is in power. They are very happy.
Yeah, they're not just happy.
They don't even want them out so soon.
I think last week or thereabouts, they called for military recruitments. And then they had so many people came out to volunteer to be in the Nigerian army to the point, military, to the point that they could not accommodate the number of persons who came out to join. Again, if we are talking about democracy is going to be what it is, the AU threatening Niger military, the ECOWAS and other countries and what have you, threatening Niger military for their action, and nobody is actually talking about addressing the issue that led to military takeover. And we're not just talking about Niger here. There is Mali, Burkina Faso, Guinea, and other countries right now within the African sub-region indicating interest that, yes, there may be such issues. Why do you think, again, the international community are not really interested in this democracy working out transparently the way, at least to the extent that it works for them in their own countries? Why do you think they are not worried about the outcome of our elections, for instance? Why do you think they are not worried about our corrupt leaders and its consequences to this same democracy? But they are just more interested in democracy. Whether it works for the people or not, it has to be democracy.
You know, the international community, especially the world powers, they are into politics also.
Okay.
Most of the crises in many of the countries in Africa, they are behind it. They do a lot behind the scene. There's a lot of manipulation, a lot of support, a lot of plans, and so on. In some cases, they even install the government of the day in some certain countries without anybody knowing about it. They work behind the scene. So we all know what the international committee is doing. They have their own interests because they benefit from the crisis in Africa. They are benefiting from the crisis. Talk of all these other countries that are having similar problems. In one way or the other, the world powers are benefiting from them. So they will not want everything to just go smoothly because of their personal interest also.